part of fortune. The part of fortune. So the part of fortune deals with your fortune or your satisfaction, abundance, and the peace, also your happiness, but it also deals with success. And so when you talking about prosperity in your life, this what this deals with. We're talking about the fortune, how fortunate you will be. And so astrology could tell all of that. I got myself right now. My fortune is in Leo, but also in the second house. You see, you got what house it is, and you got the sun. So if you got part of fortune in Aries or the first house, because this is both, how you is fortunate is how you is success mentally, spiritually, successful spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically is when you can be a pioneer, a trendsetter, express yourself and be real, take the lead, let intuition guide you, be an entrepreneur, and also putting ideas into action. When you come up with new ideas, trust your intuition and instinct, being creative, bold, confident, and spontaneous. Also starting something new. So how you be successful and fortunate is transcend any self doubts and be you. You got to be who you are. When you got the fortune in Aries or the first house, because we just had always start off going one all the way to 12. But I only did six, but I'm still gonna go off the grid on the rest of the house. I wrote these down. But being independent and strong and achieving your goals. This is how you feel good, inside and out. So this speaks of prosperity or feeling good, and also you're fortunate mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, all around. So this is how you prosper. And this is in the natal chart. You go to AstroSeek, type it in when you research, and uh, always type in like part of fortune, because this is how you prosper. So if you got Aries, continuing on what I was saying, be independent and strong. Also achieving your goals and having goals. Don't care what everyone is doing or think about you, because a lot of times Aries care about what people think about them, but you don't know, and to keep their strength and confidence. And don't take the opinions of others personally. Walk your own path, follow your passions and dreams, and have self determination. Definitely. Also, learning to be more subjective about yourself and the world. Embrace your own perspective, and don't waste your time competing with others. And being harmonious, thoughtful, peaceful, and take a spiritual approach so you won't be selfish. Be the master of your destiny. Be true to yourself. Being involved in activities. Just keep your Aries floating, and also those who has this part of fortune in the first house. So staying active, having confidence in yourself and your abilities, overcoming obstacles, feeling good about yourself, and also thinking things through, having a part in the cause to achieve self-sufficiency, doing for yourself, thinking for yourself, feeling good about yourself. And so this is just the part of fortune in Aries of the first house, and it's very important. So now, your success, your feel good, your prosperity in the second house, when you got, which is the part of fortune, POF, in Taurus or the second house. And, I got my part of fortune in the second house, not in Taurus, but the second house will still be about the same in a way. So for me, and for everybody who has this placement, is being stable. When you can apply yourself, it's when you enter something that's everlasting, that's spiritual, like spirituality or anything physical, mental, emotionally, that's stable. Stability is the key. Also, uh, when you enter something that's natural or earthly, when you enter beauty, luxury, nature, agriculture, arts, and finances, being productive and building the foundation. So people with this here, when they got the part of fortunate, 'cause I know that everybody want to be fortunate. That I mean, also being patient, consistent, and self-assured, uh, having solidarity in your life and everlasting. So when you got the pot of fortune in Taurus or the second house, this is you and enjoying your sensual pleasures, good food, beauty, and beautiful things, music, and good company. Also in the peace, harmony, and living in peace. Being careful, practical, realistic in your pursuit of goals of success. So when you know where you're going and headed, this when you uh, feel good and everything about you. So trust your sense of timing to achieve fortunate when times are slow, relaxing and inner stability, understanding the material world is always changing, and learn to live and let live. Because you understand, Taurus is the good life, but they also want to actually make it happen because they were the earth. You know what I'm saying? So they did manifestation. So they got to be productive. So we're talking about part of fortune in Taurus of the second house. We're talking fortunate for evolutionary change in the world. When you are in touch with your divinity, when you stick to reliability and secure projects and investment and doing things at your own pace, what you truly value, your self worth and insecure, and security, your true value will bring you luck and money, and see other values and see others and value in a more detached way. Yeah. And live by your own values is your luck, which means that don't worry about other people's value. You know what I'm saying? Go by your values. That's how you win. Only share values with those who open and really listen to you and really want to learn from you. And so that's what I had to learn because I used to get like very kind of like not really pissed, but like disappointed that people like when they call me, they don't really want to learn like they want to. So you want to get people who really want to learn, who really want to change, who really want to do something. So because I got part of fortune in the second house, so I understand now. Let go of what you don't need and be true to your values. Um, and also your part of fortune is when you're solid, stable, and lasting. You want something that's lasting, like spirit. So spirituality is what's lasting. So you want to get into something like being divine because you know it's everlasting. And building the foundation is very important to people in this house. Recognize the beauty in all things and in your environment, and also giving value to your life. So that's very important. Personal love, self love, sex, everlasting relationships, and sense of being sensual and not holding a grudge is very important to you. So when you don't hold a grudge, this is the way you prosper. This is the way you come up. You live life to the fullest, the good life, spiritual growth, being an impact to people in your environment. So this is how you come up. You know what I'm saying? So for this placement right here, we got part of fortune in the second house of Taurus. People just got to be like patient, and they know they will blow up eventually because they know that whatever you into, like for example, I'm into knowledge, and this is one of my placements. This means that I, this knowledge that I drop is real, and that if you don't get it now, they get it later. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't be done moved on to something else. So that's what this deals with. You know what I'm saying? Be patient and don't be upset that people can't get it. You know. And another thing, like when you come into your divinity, and it took you a while to come into that, don't press people who don't come into their divinity quick like you, because you didn't come into it quick. It is that now that you know this knowledge, that it's hard for other people to come into. So you got to let them come on at their own pace. Now, we got to go into Gemini. Gemini. Part of fortune in Gemini. So if you got that in Gemini or the third house, either one. I mean, how you successful, how you prosper, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all around, is through communicating, talking, learning from all things, from your experience of life, new knowledge, information, mental stipulation. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk about Gemini or Mercury placement, they like to be stimulated mentally. And other people's ideas, also being cheerful and happy, non-judgmental, and not committed to anything. Freedom of spirit, choice, movement, being adaptable and versatile, search for truth, information, relating to all kinds, relating to people, situation, and things. I think I'm gonna do a part two to this because I only got half that's written down. So y'all stay tuned to part two. In the moment of presence now, don't be judged or be bossy. Live by observation and wisdom. Have a real understanding of the human nature, probably of the human nature. Yeah, my older like an eye of the human nature and life, and knowing all possibilities that life has to offer. And writing, being creative, meditating, understanding things in relationships, having confidence in yourself, being disciplined and free thinking. But also happy when talking to others, being understanding and heard and listen to. You want people to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So this is how you prosper. This is how you feel good. This is how you feel fortunate and your success. And continuing on, you enjoy language, uh, versatile uses of words, know how people think, and what makes people tick. Understanding how others think and see things, developing a great perspective on everything, teaching others to think clearly so they can understand the world and people. Practical, you having a practical mind, finding evidence and having facts, because you understand that Gemini is the opposite of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius do it on a big level, on a higher plane, the future, seeing the future. See, Gemini do it on the here and the now, so they're being more practical. So, carrying out your practical intelligence through actions, knowing people, socialization, having tolerance, and being acceptance of others. So this is if you have the pot of fortune in Gemini or the third house. This is you. Knowing people and socialization, having tolerance and being acceptance of others, knowing what to say and not to say. Sharing your knowledge, teaching, and philosophy without being detached, being fair and seeing all points of views, enlightening people, being spiritual and sharing spiritual philosophy. So this is when you got the part of fortune and Gemini the third house, the mind, communication, all that there. This how you feel fortunate and this how you prosper. I mean money. So if you're doing things that you're not prospering off of, this is why. Because you're not looking at this placement in astrology, and this is why you're losing. Now, you got part of fortune in Cancer, the fourth house. Like I said, I'm gonna make a part two to this, so y'all, I'm going all the way to Virgo because this is what I wrote down. So, giving to others. When we talk about in Cancer, the fourth house, your fortune is given to others, knowing people needs, knowing their needs, and trust yourself. It's all about trusting your intuition, but giving to others and knowing people needs and their true self. And start new things and also setting goals that have a purpose, direction, and a cause. Being patient and persistent. Being stable emotionally, having inner peace and happiness and security. Belonging to a family or something. And participating in projects and anything that brings you close or close bond with others. That's another thing that will help you. Being in nature and peaceful, comfortable environment that will bring you prosperity, feeling good, and everything else. Because when you're feeling good, everything will attracts. That's why they say this is prosperity, which is the part of fortune when you got in Cancer or the fourth house. Right here, just being grounded, practical, and your roots. Staying close to family and roots. Fighting for your family and roots. Being psychic in tune with yourself and people's soul or emotions. Classentient. Feeling comfortable and secure inside. You're feeling safe inside. And also unconscious ideas, controlling the ego, loving the things and people who's close to you, loving spirit and nature, having confidence. But also, like I said, if you got part of fortune in Cancer, the fourth house, a deep connection with the divine and spirit is what bring you fortunate, being caring and loving and nurturing the family and yourself and others. Empathy. So love, unity, balance, and cooperating. Harmony. being sensual, sexy, sexual, and creative, but only with those you could be with, because you're very much psychic and tuned with the emotions. So mastering your emotions, having wisdom, and being mature, taking a personal role in creation, like an idea or anything like business projects, enjoying life with people who's close to you, surround yourself with everything that makes you happy, using your receptive, protective, and nurturing qualities, filling things out, strong intuition, and living by your intuition. All this brings you success. Your heart into work or career that you into, saving for a rainy day, mm-hmm, make you feel secure. Healing others, investing things that last, spreading love and peace around you. So if you got Cancer, if your part of fortune is the Cancer of the fourth house, this is you. Now, another placement of mine is Leo. Mine is in Leo. I told you I got part of fortune in the second house. Man, also in Leo. I'm gonna do a part two too, because I'm gonna stop at Virgo. Because that's what all I've written down. This all I've written down so far. It's a lot of writing. Y'all just don't know how many hours I spent doing this for everybody, not only for myself. But I love doing it, so it's no problem. Okay, part of fortune in Leo, the fifth house. Like I say, and Leo is my placement. If you got it in the fifth house, it's your placement too. So being a sinner, being a leader by example, inspiring others through personal mastery, guiding others also self-expression, improving yourself and society by attainable goals, loving beauty, helping human beings love themselves, appreciate themselves, and being proud of themselves. Also creative in every field, following your heart, because Leo deals with the heart. It's the sun. Sun is the most powerful planet in the universe, so it's your intuition. And the sun is happy, it's cheerful. So being cheerful, positive, and confidence is what brings you fortune, prosperity, and also what makes you feel good inside and out. So when we talk about the part of fortune, it also deal with what makes you feel good, prosperity, abundance, wealth, what will you know attract people, attract wealth, attract things to you. So, oh, okay, I see. You say you got part of fortune in Leo in the fifth house. That's good. You saying, well, mine. I got part of fortune in Leo, but I got mine in the second house. But still, we just doing either or both. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it deals with. Not forcing people or those around you, letting people find their own rhythm and understanding. Because a lot of times you understand that Leo is deal with leadership. You take the O, I put the A, the D, and the ER on it, deal with leadership. You know what I'm saying? Because the lion deal with leadership. So not forcing people to think like you, because it's a dominant planet. And so let people find their own rhythm, which means let them do their own thing, but just give out suggestions. So that's the best thing with the displacement. Motivating others is what we do. We inspire others easily. And nobody hitting the like button. I'm surprised. I'm one of the best on social media, and I get this much love. You see how much love I get? I'm the best on social media now. One of the best. And people think I'm in my ego, but I'm not. It's just that I don't get love. You're gonna see it at some point in the time. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm one of the best. I bring stuff that other people don't even give you. So or who hide it from you. See, not forcing people or those around you. Let people find their own rhythm and understanding, and using your energy for creative purposes. Because this deal with creative powers now, you gotta understand. This is part of fortune in Leo or the fifth house, so it deal with creativity. This has creativity and sexity, which means casual sex. They can have sex without being attached to people. You see, this house deals with. They fantasize and they're very creative. They use their mind to create, and they create their own reality too. So it's on their own trend, because they can see the picture. They have to put colors, and their mind deal with beauty, overcoming weaknesses and feeling powerless. Also, this is how they win: overcoming weaknesses and not feeling powerless. So they overcome feeling powerless. They good too. So don't force advice to others. Just give a suggestion. Don't care if people accept your advice or not. That's just like, I don't care if I got no viewers on live right now. See, This how we become fortunate, because eventually we know that people are coming to this knowledge because everybody always needing help. You see, I don't care. That's how you got to be. So with the Leo energy, you don't care. It's a strong placement. And right here, how you be fortunate, you don't care what other people think and what they do, and you just correct, do your thing. And you just show your love from your heart without anything in return. So regardless if people love you or not, show your love. You know what I mean? Which means don't be dumb, but show your love. If they don't care, you just keep moving, you know. Say don't force advice to others, just give a suggestion. Don't care if people accept your advice or not. Be happy just to help others and inspire them. Yeah, I inspire people all the time. I get it. I get all of my inbox messages. You'd be surprised. Every social media is different that I have. I have about 5 social medias and all is different. Some I do better than the other, but some different audience. But I teach some of everything. I teach some of the same lessons. So don't need the approval of others, achieving a goal, a winning position, being generous and giving. Don't expect nothing in return, and you'll win. This how I win. I don't give to expect nothing in return, because nobody can to treat me how I treat them. So you don't expect nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So this is when you got part of fortune in Leo or the fifth house. You love to see people happy and or win. Period. So this people who like to have fun. This how we prosper. We prosper by having fun, bringing fun to people's life, bringing entertainment to people's life. Also by enjoying life and sensual sexual enjoyment. But also this deals with um creating and being creative. Everywhere you go, you create. You create something. It deal with beauty. It deal with arts. It deal with love. It deal with romance. You don't ride the wave. You create the wave. And seeing the illusion and fantasies of other people, choosing the right friends, and we deal with inspiration and imagination. We love anything that inspires us, even other people that inspire us, because we can create off that. We can create off anything, even things that's already it's into creation. You see, so it deal with oneness and connection to the divine and all, being involved in activities, entertaining others and yourself, being playful, acting, a sense of humor. Uh, just deal with children. You loving children. You teaching children. You inspiring kids, and also deal with color coordination. We're not a color coordinator. That's why they say a lot of Leos or Leo in the fifth house. Well, this is part of fortune in the fifth house. A Leo, your fortune deal with color coordination, put colors and designs together. So you could be a designer, of course. Being spiritual and looking within your inner child, energetic, joy, enthusiasm, enjoying the work you are into, being in the spotlight, attention, and praise. Yes, because a lot of people with the Leo in the fifth house or part of fortune in Leo or part of fortune in the fifth house, they deal with attention and praise. As long as you don't care for no attention and praise, you will win because you're gonna get it anyway. Your talent is just you got so many gifts, so many talents. Also being a leader and not a follower. So these people here, they do good when they are a leader and not in following positions. So they do good when they're in management positions and leadership, period. And so balanced relationship where not only you contributing, but also your mate, you know what I'm saying? Fairness, do good right here. Focus on opportunities, not excuses. Sharing with the community and being part of something. That's what this placement deals with. We talking about part of fortune and Leo or the fifth house. Because we love to see people happy. We love to see people happy and win. Now, this is the last one I'm doing. I'm gonna do a part 2. And this is part of fortune in Virgo or the sixth house. And this deal with people who are productive. If you got part of fortune in Virgo, or if you got it in the sixth house, this is you. Part of fortune. I'm gonna go to 10th house, but that's gonna be another video. So part of fortunate is how you prosper and how you come up and your luck and how you win, basically. You know what I'm saying? How you win physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, all around. So if you got this in your chart, you can go to Astro Seek. Let me say it again. ASTRO Seek. If you look that up, you will see that on the internet. Excuse my background if you hear anything. But it's a productive, being productive, clean, having people to help, serving others, organized, feel pure, analytical, understand, compassion, pure mind and body, eating healthy, being disciplined, having inner peace, and acceptance of spirit, having acceptance of spirits, tolerating people, improving yourself, and helping others improve, being persistent and efficient, understanding emotions. This is how you win now, and this is how you prosper. Being not only physically but also within yourself, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and being practical and logical and intellectual, solving a problem and also solutions with your intelligence and intuition, overcoming depression, being in the here and now or the present moment, happiness from feeling pleasure through senses, through your five senses. And so also being in organizations, because Virgos, the sixth house is good with that. Being a good manager of organizations and knowing and being a good worker and also cleaning things of the world. They're good at purifying things and cleaning things. You know how like when spirits caught up in people's house, Virgo people will be the type that will cleanse the spirits through water or something, through water on like your priests. So cleaning up your life and also like to clean up people, clean up man, clean up woman, clean up your life and others' life, being devoted to spirit and also in tune with Mother Nature, being active. They need to be active and productive, but productive, clean, and they have to help people. So they have to help people. They have to have people to help and serve others because this is very important. So we're talking about part of fortune in Virgo or the sixth house, or we're talking mental stipulation, knowing regardless of your mistakes or errors you make, or mistakes or errors that you make, you are already perfect. Even perfection is perfect. And so having analytical powers, seeing things that others miss or can't see. Physical empath, because they're medical empath, they can feel like pain in their body. They can feel other people pain in their body. When they come around people, they can feel if you're sick or you're going through it. I'm a Virgo moon, so I know. But so I'm a clairsentient. So basically, this part of being clairsentient too. So they can feel physical pain or medical pain or somebody else being ill or sick. And so if they understand their gift, this is how they win because they can use it. So being a health advisor or instructor, helping people fix their life, a natural healer. They're natural healers because this whole Virgo energy deal with health. And health deal with physical, mental, emotional, all around. They want to help people all around. They want to help people improve themselves. So they can be very critical. Be supportive and getting the task done. She said, dang, I missed the third house from my Sag. Okay. What you got to do, you got to rewind this video because I'm gonna stop at the sixth house and I'm gonna create another video because this is all I wrote so far. I wrote all the way to the sixth house. It's a lot of writing. It took about 3 hours though, but I got it together. Um, they're expert in any field they choose, they want to be an expert. You know what I'm saying? They did professionalism. Like, even like if they want to, because Virgos are freaks on the low, so they want to do it professionally. They're doing it in a professional way, a slick way. They're very slick. So sub mastery is their part of their fortune, part of their the way they succeed and prosper is meditation and everyday routines, their rituals and practices. So they got to have something every day that they do that will help them. You know what I mean? Spiritual practices and things like that, and rituals. So they're mental, creative, and adaptable and versatile. All of this is part of their fortune. Also, these people dissecting and breaking every detail down. They deal with discernment. So Virgo is sort of like, I know you think of Scorpio like breaking things down, but you forget about Virgo. But Virgo is the one who got to really have it in their hand, the proof. So When you think of coaches, you think of Mary, Mother Mary. You think of Madonna, the Black Madonna. You think of Aset in African culture. You think of Isis in Greek culture. I mean, when you think of Virgo, Mother Earth. So also deal with inner peace and self love. So they got all this here. They will attract fortune to them, and they will feel fortunate. You see, once you're at your best and you're feeling good, you attract a lot. So that a part of fortune deal with how you prosper. So I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna create another video. You know what I mean? So y'all just got to be in tune to that. But right now, what you need to do is share this because you see that this is fire. This deal with how you prosper. Who don't want to know about how they prosper, how they succeed? Some of you is like, wow, yes, yes, yes. King Lit is right. Sometimes he sounded geeky, he slur, but I understand him. He right, and sometimes he fast, sometimes. But this dude is on point. Only thing you can say, and all being said, King Lit is on point, regardless. This nigga's on point. This nigga do his research. This nigga not only do his research, some of this be by his own intuition. See what I'm saying? And then he used everything he got to bring us this knowledge. You see? Ain't nobody doing it like this. The only reason I ain't getting in the algorithm, not because of y'all, I think because of YouTube or because of social media. And I know that they do back what it called? Shadow ban, where they only let a little bit come through. Because if everybody knew the truth, you don't think they come to this knowledge the way I teach? Come on. Unless it's either hating, nobody gonna hate, ain't too many people gonna hate that much. Come on. Nothing to help them. So this lets you know what's going on. So that being said, stay tuned to the next video. It can be from Libra to Pisces. And it might not be today. It might be tomorrow. But just stay tuned. Yes, stay tuned to this channel. I'm gonna bring some good light, but y'all gotta also be involved too. I love that. I love to hear y'all thoughts. I love to hear y'all mind. Because then I know like what kind of videos I can create and what can I do. You see? And I know what y'all like. You see? So that being said, that's very important. I'm out. Ashe.